This is Mary of Cumberland, Maryland. She suffered with pain in her back for the past 2 years, has been praying for her back to be healed. She was watching this program, heard you give a word of knowledge saying, quote, someone is having trouble with their back and they're being healed right now. Mary claimed that for herself and felt her healing happening, then took off running through the house, praising the Lord. Amen. And here's Vicky. She lives in Morgan City, Louisiana. She was diagnosed with a bacterial infection that caused night sweats. She was watching this program and heard you give a word of knowledge about someone with night sweats being healed and that the virus was being cleansed from their body. She claimed that for herself, was completely healed, called our prayer center to let us know that when she returned to her doctor, he was amazed that she had been healed.
Well, we don't mean to bankrupt doctors, but we're going to take some business away from them.
Amen.
As the Lord does what he does.
You can't do that. You can't do this, Pat. Stop and think about the difference between what Pat Robertson just did right there and the scrutiny that others are held to for making similar claims. If you have a pill that comes from GlaxoSmithKline and they say, this cures a virus, well, guess what? When they release a commercial discussing that pill and that cure, they have to list off all 472 different side effects. Hey, this might cause night sweats. This might cause diarrhea. This might cause you to shit yourself and tell your mother she's a whore. This might cause all these different side effects. So you have FDA warnings that are mandatory because you can't just go on air and make insanely false claims about this can cure this and that and then have no repercussions whatsoever if it doesn't do that. But Pat Robertson, no sense of responsibility or accountability whatsoever, brazenly, arrogantly goes out there knowing damn well he can't cure shit. And you think Pat Robertson isn't on Lipitor and 400 other medications that his doctor gave him? But he goes out there anyway and says, oh yeah, faith healing, prayer, whatever, man. This is what I do for a living. I sit down and all I got to do is think about you in a positive way, say a few words about healing, and then bada bing, bada boom, you're taken care of, you're done, and I'm so holy, I'm so special. Hopefully when I die, I become a saint or a prophet or some shit because I'm fucking full of shit. I'm a charlatan. I'm a bloviator. Okay, I'm a fucking liar. But here's the thing. Usually when we talk about Pat Robertson, it's all ha-ha, he-he, funny, silly, comedic, old fuckhead who knows nothing. No, in this case, it's dangerous. Because you and me look at this and we can still have that mindset of, shut up, Pat. But there are plenty of people in the United States of America. 40% of the country in a recent poll said that Jesus is going to come back by the year, 2040, 2050, something like that. That's 40% of people that are out of their minds. Minimum 25% of America, maximum 40% just total lunatics. So 4 out of 10 people watch that and they go, I have had this pain in my side for a while and I don't really want to go to the doctor. That takes time and effort. Instead, let's just, I'll send a letter to Pat. Hopefully he prays for me. I'll sit here and watch the 700 Club and I'll pray to ask God to help me. And maybe that'll cure my problem. Whether or not Pat realizes it, even if he makes 1 out of every 300 people that watch his show stay home from the doctor, you just did a very, very bad thing, and, may I add, an immoral thing, an unethical thing, and I don't know how it gets any worse than that. Because of your lying and your self-aggrandizement, okay, and your sleazy move to try to make people think you're special and you're better than you are, you may negatively impact people's lives in a way where it's a life and death situation.